Hello, my friends. My name is Antonio, and you are welcome to Italy, a place to love YouTube channel, the only channel where every day I show you a property for sale in the Italian market. In each video, I select a property in a different town in one of the 20 beautiful regions of Italy. But so, let's start, my friends, and let me introduce you today's property. Now, in today's video, I bring you back to Abruzzo region. Abruzzo region, Chieti province, in a beautiful town that is called Scerni. Now, Scerni is a town of around 3,000 inhabitants. So let's say small town, but not very small, which I consider very small under the 2,000 inhabitants. But so, my friends, let's see what we are talking about. Now, a detached house for sale in Scerni. So here we are talking about a townhouse. We are in Alto Medio Vastese. So this is the area close to Vasto in Chieti province, not far from the seaside. So we are in a town, let's say 15-20 minutes driving from the sea. The asking price is 58,000 euros. All right. So 75 square meters, 3 rooms, 1 bathrooms, no renovations to do for this property. So I found this property for 58,000 euro, let's say with no renovation works to do. Okay, my friends, so let's do as usual. Let's go here on Google Maps simply to show you where the property is. And so, as we see, we are in the central part of Italy. Abruzzo is a region in the center of Italy. And as we see, anyway, we are in Abruzzo, Chieti province, but we are not far from Vasto, one of the most beautiful seaside destinations in Abruzzo region, at the border with Molise region, because we are talking about the southern part of Abruzzo region. So we see we are in between Termoli and Pescara, let's say, with Vasto in the middle. Okay, let's keep zoom in here, simply to show you a bit better where the property is. Anyway, so small town, as I said, nearly 3,000 inhabitants, but anyway, with all type of services that we might need when we live in a bit more than a small town, tiny bit bigger than a small town in Italy. So grocery shops, post office, restaurants, bars, bank, and bus stops. Let's say these are the basic services that we might need, plus extra little shops, hardware shops, hairdressers, and so on. Okay, let me show you a bit the town here. So we have the old part of the town here on the right, and then the newly part that extends, anyway, along this road, which is the main street via Dante Alighieri. Okay, my friends, so let's go back to the property and let's start investigating all we have to know about this property. Now, this is my me time before I read the property description, that if you like this type of video, you are welcome to subscribe and to put like under my videos. All right, my friends, so let's read the property description. Now, original renovated home with original traditional materials, and thanks to a careful conservation intervention, impressive results and essential space have been achieved on multiple levels. So the house develops on multiple levels. As I said, we are talking about 75 square meters, which it is around 850 square feet. So we are not talking about a very big property. Let's say medium, small, medium. I consider 75 square meters. But so anyway, we have all we need in this house renovated. Composition. On the ground floor, you find an entrance leading to a dining area, enhanced by brick details. A pocket door separates the dining area from the kitchenette with fireplace and storage under the stairs. Bathroom with shower and pocket door. All right, this is on the ground floor. So on the ground floor, to do a recap, we have a dining area, a kitchenette, and a bathroom with shower. On the first floor, a small bedroom, living room with balcony. Okay. Bathroom with shower. So I made a mistake. So the property has two bathrooms, one on the ground floor and one on the first floor. Then we have on the first floor a living area and a small bedroom. Then a visible wooden staircase connects to the second floor, which is a wooden loft where a double bedroom has been created. The ceiling has exposed wooden beams that connect with the wooden loft. The spaces are harmonious and warm. So, lovely property. Excellent solution for holidays. I'd say so that this could be the perfect holiday home, but also to live all the year around. The location is central and you can reach bars, pizzeria, restaurants, shops, and the bus stops on foot. The area has 61 square meters, excluding the loft, so 75 square meters, including the loft. Year of renovation, 2009, so I'd say it's not an old renovation project. Property condition excellent, systems, electrical, water, heating, air conditioning. And then here, anyway, you have a few information about the town itself, how far it's from Pescara, the airport, the seaside, and the climate, and so on. Anyway, Scerni, living among hills and olive groves in the Medio Vastese. I say between vineyards and olive groves. Then what to see in Scerni? Scerni, that's visiting Scerni. Basic features, anyway, I just said, let's do a recap. 75 square meters built. Now they say one floor, but the property is on two floors plus a loft, mezzanine loft, which is the second floor. It's not detached, but it's a townhouse, terraced townhouse. Three rooms, I say. Now we have a dining area on the ground floor. Let's not consider the kitchenette, dining area on the ground floor. Then we have one small bedroom plus a living area on the first floor, and then we have the bedroom on the loft, mezzanine on the second floor. Good condition, so I'd say four rooms, considering the bedrooms on the loft. Individual heating, let's just see the price per square meter. Okay, now we are talking about a fully renovated property. The asking price is 58,773 euro per square meter. Let's say we are above 500, which is for me the best deal, but I have to say that what are the positive things of this house? Anyway, let's start from the location. We are in the beautiful Abruzzo. We are not far from the sea. Um, let's say we are in the town center. The town is not very small and fully renovated house. And as we see, so this one here, basically this corner, that's the property with the entrance door, window on the ground floor, balcony here on first floor. Then I notice AC, the air conditioner on the first floor. But so let's start investigating. We have 52 pictures, so I'll try to go anyway fast enough. So we have a corner used also as a little garden, let's say, pots with flowers and plants. People like to decorate their properties anyway with flowers, pots around the house here in Italy. Okay, then here we have the balcony. We have another view. We see from this picture that the property is bright, so it's sunny enough, well sunny exposed. Another picture of the house, and we see anyway as well new roof. Okay, so then we have enough space in front of the house, which is nice. I would see already also a little table with two chairs in front of the house. without any problems. I see there is enough space. We have a garden beside, but doesn't belong to the property. Okay, still pictures from the outdoor area. Let's see. Okay, now we are getting closer to enter into the property. And let's see. I see the picture had been taken in two different moments. So, but anyway, let's investigate. Lovely, lovely window. Okay, here they pay the attention on the floor, which is a cotto style floor. Lovely. And we see, anyway, in a very good condition. Then we see the radiator. So the house is provided with heating system. Okay, now because the house anyway is not very big, I have to say that anyway, the maintenance costs for this property for sure are not high. I'd say one less than 1% a year to maintain this property. Um, let's say from the taxes point of view, all right. All right. Okay, here we are in the dining area on the ground floor. We have the window on the right, which is anyway, we on the main entrance side. Okay, fully renovated area with some exposed bricks and stones here to maintain the historic meaning of the property. Okay, so here, let's go back one second. Okay, to understand, so basically on the left, we have the kitchenette with the fireplace, with also window. But anyway, here I can only say that the property has been renovated with very good standards. Door frames, window frames, floor, electrical system, heating system, everything looks in a very good order. So here we are facing, let's say, let's go back one second. Okay, here we are probably from the dining table looking the entrance, the main entrance direction, which is on the left. And then here we have a little corridor, which probably leads to the stairs that are bringing to the first floor. Details, okay, exposed bricks. Kitchen, which is not extremely small, all right. So let's say it's a kitchenette, but with a dining table. I see here on the left. We have another radiator here. Okay. Pity they kept the curtain closed, but anyway, the house is on as double exposure on the front and the rear side. We see by this window, which is on the rear side. Okay. Lovely kitchen, new kitchen. I guess the property is sold furnished. They're not saying anything, but I believe so. So lovely fireplace. And then we have a small tables for breakfast, lunches, quick lunches, let's say. Little storage unit in the kitchen can be used as a pantry under the stairs. Lovely exposed stones. And I'd say here where we have these glass bricks, we might have the bathroom. Exactly. So here we are in the bathroom with also a window, not very big, I'd say, but we have a shower and it looks, anyway, finely renovated. I like it. Lovely. Anyway, service bathroom on the ground floor. Here we see on the top the glass bricks to get light. Anyway, let's go back one second. Okay, this is a mirror here, and so maybe there's no window here in this bathroom. I see through the mirror that there is the the bathroom entrance door. So behind who took the picture. So anyway, it's a service bathroom. I see the fan here. Okay, so there are no windows in this service bathroom, but that's anyway, it's fine. It's not a major issue. It's more important to have a second bathroom. Okay, bathroom again. Everything looks in a very good order. I like the way the property has been renovated with exposed bricks, lovely floor tiles, okay, always in a cotto style. Okay, and here we are back into the entrance, let's say, where the main entrance is on the left, and here we have probably the corridor leading to the stairs. Exactly. Actually, so the bathroom is accessible from this area, not from the kitchen. So I thought the access of the bathroom was from the kitchen, but here we see that there is this little corridor, steps leading to the first floor, and on the right hand side, we have the bathroom. Beautiful stairs. Okay, 58,000, maybe negotiable, let's say, maybe. I cannot guarantee you, but simply because the house has been renovated with good standards. Okay, here we are landing on the first floor. Let's start exploring the first floor, where it says that we have a small bedroom. So here we are, single bedroom, okay, that can be used or as a guest room or as a little studio, has a hobby room. We have a window. Okay, we have a wardrobe, which is taking anyway good bit of space. Electrical system, very good, renovated, new one. Okay, now here we are in the living area on the first floor. Basically, probably from the landing space, we have with balcony, which is facing the front side of the house. This is the second painting that I see of the artist Klimt. So this person, the owner of the house, has to be a Klimt lover. If you know this artist, this painter, beautiful paintings anyway. For sure it's a copy, it's not an original. All right, anyway, living space on the first floor. Not very big, but cozy and nice. Anyway, then we have this extra room. Okay, we see that the pictures had been taken in two different times. All right. Lovely space with balcony access, and then we can see the mezzanine floor here, let's say where the bedroom is on the top. So the ceiling here on the first floor, the ceiling of the loft, is made of exposed wooden beams. All right, then here I guess we have the bathroom. We are going to through a few more steps from the first floor. We have access to the bathroom. We see here we have the landing area, another small radiator, good enough to heat the hall, the corridor and the stairs. Then here we are going into the living area, and probably from here we also have the door of the uh, first bedroom, small bedroom, let's say. Okay, now here we are into the second bathroom, another fully renovated bathroom in a very good condition. I'd say the renovation cost for this property cost, I'm sure, pretty sure, more than 50,000 euro had been spent here. And if you're thinking that now they're selling for 58,000, it means technically they're losing. But anyway, this is about the Italian house market. So that's why I'm not always in favor of renovation projects. All right, so here we have the stairs. Okay, let's investigate it. a bit more. Okay, then here, now this is a particular picture. Here we are in the living area. From the living area, we have these stairs which are leading to the bedroom, all right, which is on the the master bedroom, which is on the loft, on the mezzanine floor, let's say second floor. And then if we go through the door here, we see that we have these little steps leading to the bathroom, to the second bathroom, out of this room. That's what I mean. Okay. Now, beautiful stairs as well, not steepy. Good radiator size to heat the loft and the living space. Beautiful stairs. All right. And here we are. So from the living area, we are leading here up to the bedroom, which is extremely, extremely nice. Even if we are on the top floor, on the attic, we see that the height is quite high of the ceiling. All right. Even the lowest part of the ceiling is quite high. And we have these beautiful exposed beams, new roof, lovely master bedroom. Okay. Renovated with very good taste. Anyway, I will share the link in the description, below in the description for you anyway, if you want to inspect this property for sale. Okay. So I'd say lovely space with another window here. So the house looks like it's free on three sides. So this is a semi-detached house. Obviously here we have less window. That's the only window we have here in the bedroom. But anyway, beautiful. Here we are back outside in the outdoor area with this lovely balcony. Beautiful space outside. Okay, my friends, so we had a look to all the pictures that uh, we had a look to all the pictures. So now we have an idea about the property for sale. And now let's go to Google Maps. Let's go to Google Maps. Now I have covered already Scerni in a few videos, few properties for sale. So here, simply to show you the destination. And let's say, for example, okay, let's do like this. Now, the nearest biggest town is Vasto. So let's see how far we are from Vasto. Okay, okay, so to reach Vasto, it takes only 24 minutes. All right, which is simply nothing. Very short distance. Then I'm checking which other towns we have in this area. Anyway, we have many beautiful medium, small size towns in this area. I see Atessa. Actually, this area should be explored more because all these towns, Atessa, Colle Grilli, Capragrassa, Fat Goat, I like the name of this town, Fat Goat, Carpineto Sinello, Cantarelli, Furci, Pantano, Morge. This is a very, very beautiful, interesting area. Bomba, Bufalara. Anyway, let's go back here. Anyway, in Vasto, we have all type of services that we might need. Let's see how long it takes to reach Vasto by transport. Okay, here, Vasto is a bit particular because let's just do like this. Because we might take two transports simply because, anyway, when we arrive in Vasto area, to reach Vasto center, we might need to take another bus. But let's say from Scerni to Vasto Terminal Bus takes 49 minutes, 8 stops. So basically, in less than 1 hour by bus, we are in Vasto. So we can go on a daily basis. It's 11:15 and it arrives at 12:04. Okay, from Vasto again. Then we see that we have, actually, let's do like this. Then we have in red, anyway, the bus that we need to take to reach Vasto Center. So from the terminal bus area to Vasto Center. Okay, my friends. Then we have Spiaggia di Punta Penna. Let's see how far we are from Spiaggia di Punta Penna, which it looks like the nearest seaside destination in the area. Okay, by transport, by car is only 22 minutes. All right. All right. Anyway, here it seems like we have Vasto Port, so maybe, sorry, maybe it's not the best seaside location, but we have Vignola, Spiaggia di San Nicola, Marina di Vasto. This is Vasto town. So we have many, Punta Aderci, Lido di Casalbordino, Spiaggia Le Morge. So all of these are in a short distance, let's say 20, 25, 30 minutes driving. Let's see from Pescara, how far we are from Pescara. 56 minutes by car, 2 hours and 5 minutes by transport. Again, simply because we always have to go from Pescara to Vasto and then from Vasto to Scerni. So 2 transports, some even more. Let's see this one, 2 hours and 41 minutes. Details, dettagli. So from Pescara, we reach the bus station in Chieti, in Vasto. So Pescara, wait a second. Okay, so from Pescara, okay, we need to go to Chieti. From Pescara to Chieti, then from Chieti to Vasto, and then from Vasto to Scerni. Anyway, it's not really a complicated journey. Let's say it takes 2 hours. Maybe there are shorter, let's say, simply because they are not very close. If we consider that it takes 1 hour by car, obviously it's normal that might take more to reach Pescara by bus. Okay, this is anyway medium-sized towns, medium towns, small medium-sized towns, which obviously don't offer the best buses transportation, but again, that's where we have real bargains, very good properties, very good value properties for sale. Okay. My friends, this is it about the distances. Let's do maybe just Termoli to understand about Termoli. Okay, so by transport 2 hours and 15 minutes, by car 48 minutes. All right, and we are in Termoli. Okay, let's do finally a bit of Google Street View. Okay, anyway, I brought you a few times already into Scerni. If you go on my YouTube channel, anyway, and you go in search and you type the name of this town, you will find the other properties for sale that I found in Scerni. Let's say from this area, then we are going to the city center direction. Let me know if there are towns where you would like me to go through Google Street View. You can write it down in the comment section and I can make a video about Google Street View. So we are in the main street, I'd say, Via Dante Alighieri. We see anyway a lovely town, not high buildings. Okay. So anyway, the seller here is not disclosing the exact location. I couldn't find by myself, just randomly. We see lovely houses. We see lovely houses in the area. Obviously, if you go and scout by yourself in this beautiful town, you might find more properties for sale than they're listed, let's say, online. Here we have a square with petrol station. I think one of the houses for sale that I've made the video was one of these. Okay, Scerni, lovely town. I want to keep going a bit to the center direction. Here we have a shop, Electrocasa, so they're selling electrical appliances, hardware shop, and electrical appliances. And here, anyway, everything is in a walkable distance. All right, my friends. Okay, if you like this video, put like. If you like also this type of content, subscribe, write a comment. Feel free to judge yourself, tell me your opinion. Good or bad, doesn't matter. You might like it or not. Actually, I'm also interested when I read comments about people who don't like Italy, people who don't see anyway, not only positive comments, all the comments are appreciated. Okay, my friends, I hope you have enjoyed the video and I'll see you here for another property for sale in one of the 20 beautiful regions of Italy on Italy, a Place to Love YouTube channel tomorrow. Bye.